revisiting my A-frame survival shelter which I built this past summer. And because winter is approaching, I have to set this up different. I'll show you. Summer or winter, the A-frame shelter is designed to be low profile, low to the ground, low visibility, and it's going to give you a small space, which means easier to insulate. And that's the genius of the A-frame survival shelter, is that you can lay prone in it, full body, and be able to insulate it and be well covered and hidden with no problem. Let me give you a look at it. So I built this particular shelter in a somewhat open spot in the woods, but even so it does blend in quite well with the environment. To make it more low profile, you would want to build it in an area with more trees and brush around it. But this would do quite well because it's not going to be seen from the air and from the distance, not at all. And of course you can camouflage this more. Of course you would cover up the doorway with a pile of leaves. Whether inside of it or out of it, you would scoop the leaves up and cover this whole way. But also you can use brush or branches that you gather from around the area to prop up and make it blend in with the natural landscape. Now the qualities that make this such a great survival shelter in a cold environment is that you only have a minimal amount of space to keep warm. So your insulation is going to be much more efficient at keeping you warm. Now you can see I have about 4 foot on the bottom of leaf debris, and as it goes up, of course, it tapers off, and there's probably about 1 foot on top of good insulation. Now I would definitely keep adding to this, because the more the better, and over time of course it will settle down, especially if you get damp or rainy weather or snow. It's going to settle down on you, but the snow will also add to the insulation properties of the shelter. Now you can lay prone, a full-grown man lay prone in the shelter, and there's just enough room for the feet, and there's plenty of shoulder room in the front. So the difference between the summer and winter A-frame shelter are pretty evident. In the summertime you're building a basic A-frame out of logs and dead branches, then covering them with live pine boughs or live branches that have plenty of green leaves on them. This gives you a low profile shelter, but also protects you from the sun, wind, and rain. Now both the summer and winter shelters were designed to be used without a fire to protect you from the elements and to keep you hidden. But you can use them with a fire, but I warn you, it's very dangerous if you don't prepare properly. Make sure you build yourself a fire pit far enough away from your shelter and create a reflective wall to try to push heat towards your shelter. Or a better option yet is to heat rocks in the fire and then bring them into your shelter to heat yourself. I hope this helped you, and I will be checking back with this shelter in the rain and in the snow with some more tips.